What's going on, everyone? SJ Collectibles back with another action figure unboxing and review. On this episode, I take a look at the Ready Player One Mechagodzilla. Just going to set him right here and take it all in because he is fucking amazing. Excuse my language. I could not believe it when I got this figure in the mail. And just how amazing he was. Because he's not an official release by a toy company. I guess he's kind of a bootleg, but he's not cheap like a bootleg. I mean, the plastic is really high quality. Everything about this figure is high quality. And I asked around, because I'm a part of some Godzilla fan groups, because I'd seen some people showing off this guy, and I was wondering where the hell he came from. I thought he was a custom. And I got a little history on it, and whether it's true or not, I don't know, but bear with me. I heard that it was a sculpt that someone did for NECA, and the tooling was made and everything, but I'm assuming that Toho didn't allow the rights to the character, of course. And that's why we only got 900 Godzilla figures by NECA. But anyway, so I'm assuming that this was going to be it, and since the molds are made in China, they had the molds and they produced it, and this is what they made, and it is amazing. Yeah, I mean, he's got a lot of weight to him, a ton of articulation that I'll go over, and just this overall menacing look to him. If you like the movie or not, the design of this Mechagodzilla, which was such a surprise when I first saw that movie. I hadn't read the book or anything, but I just love the design. It's got a very modern look mixed with the original Showa movie, which is my favorite design of Mechagodzilla. And if you bring in the original design, this is the vinyl that came out a couple years by Playmates that you could get at every Walmart, but I did a wash on him. And reposition his hands. Anyway, but you can kind of almost see the very resemblance. The head has really got a Mechagodzilla 2 shape to it, because it's not as sharp curves. So it's really like, honestly, all the designs of Mecha in this. Oh man, he's freaking amazing. But anyway, yeah, you can just see everything about him. He's awesome. Even from the back, he looks like a chicken. But yeah. But I found this guy on eBay. Just looked up Ready Player One Mechagodzilla, and a bunch of them popped up. But I fortunately found a seller that had 100% feedback. And it's kind of hard to come by when you're dealing with a lot of these stores in China. I mean, you take a gamble on some of them if they got like a lower feedback rating, and I'm not one to gamble. So when I saw it had 100%, I bought it. It was about $80. I know you can find them on AliExpress for cheaper, but it was a gamble. I thought maybe I was going to get the vinyl Kiryu, the $6 Kiryu figure that you can get on eBay, but no. It took about a month to get, which I was really surprised how fast he came, and came in a beat to hell box and beat to hell bag, and got them both open. It was wrapped in a ton of bubble wrap, and got them open, and this is what was in it, and my jaw dropped just at how awesome he really is. Because he's an amazing figure for not being an official release. So I guess from here I can go over the articulation. When you get him, he comes disassembled. So his tail is off of him in the bag, and it was a pain in the ass to put on, to say the least. Because the ball joint in here, I'm not taking this off, don't ask, because I don't want to have to go through that again. But my ball joint was pretty much frozen to his leg, so I warmed it up and repositioned it with a pair of pliers and kind of took an X-Acto blade and scraped some of the plastic out of the other female side of this joint and warmed it up in hot water and popped them together, and it went together real easily. There's no real articulation on it except for a mid joint right here, you can see. But it's not like there's any rubber inside the tail. It's just a solid piece of, assuming PVC plastic. But when you start, we're going to start from the top of the figure. You've got some neck rotation from here. Again, bear with me. The joints are pretty stiff. He's got jaw opening in motion. And you can see his awesome teeth. He does have red eyes. It's kind of hard to pick up on camera. They got like a metallic sheen to them. I may go back and add a darker red to them. But you can get a flame effect version with, there's different ones you can choose from, but I just bought this. He does have a neck rotation here, and I love that they did this. They did like the window view that the actor would be inside the suit, and that's where he'd be looking out of in the neck. So I just love that they did that, because it's not the same, but it's still pretty similar to the original guy. He has some rotation in this belly area. Again, it's stiff. He has ball joint rotation on his shoulders. There's some pegs on the shoulders from really some rockets that he comes with, but they're not in the movie, and these are actually like little rocket launchers on his shoulders. So I'm not putting them on because they look stupid. Yeah, they look really stupid. Just my opinion. Don't kill me. He has elbow rotation here. It looks like there's a cut joint there, but I'm not going to mess with it. You can see it. Not gonna bear with my dry hands too. I'm a maintenance guy at my job, so my hands are pretty dry this time of year. He's got wrist rotation this way. You can also rotate his wrist like that. I love that they did the Showa era finger missiles, and they gave him the four-finger missiles. So cool. He's got hip rotation, and both these bipedal joints move, and he's got some ankle rotation as well. Let's look at the detail on the legs. They're freaking cool. And he's got this really cool sculpt on his back. It's like little scales and the serrated metal spines like Godzilla. All throughout the figure, there are red silhouette light simulating lighting all throughout. It's kind of hard to pick up on camera, but it's all throughout the whole figure, even on the chest. Eyes are red. And he's also got these tubes all on his neck and on his arms. And I'm assuming if this was an official released figure, they'd be like those Terminator figures where these would be rubber glued on pieces. But they're a hard plastic. I don't feel like they're fragile, but I wouldn't mess with them still. You know, I mean, you could super glue them easily back on, but for the most part, you know, they're not like in the area that you're moving where you're going to snap them off or anything. But yeah, I love this figure's presence. He is so menacing. I love it. It's probably my favorite design of Mechagodzilla. And he's not even in a Godzilla movie. But I can bring in some Godzilla comparisons. So I have the NECA Toys Godzilla versus King Kong. And no, he scales pretty well with them. There they are, side by side. Look up to him a little bit. You know, but I do like the aesthetic of this. Bring in one of my favorite designs, cat face Godzilla. Here's the SOS Godzilla right here. He's my favorite to scale with. I mean, they're really pretty similar in scale and tail-wise. But I love this Godzilla figure a ton. Articulation's pretty similar as well. But yeah, that's what they look like together. Oh, really awesome. Can bring in the King of Monsters, Godzilla. And he is tiny. See how small his little tiny head is? Yeah. I love this design of Godzilla. It's not my favorite, but he does not scale well with this Mechagodzilla at all. Again, here he is with the old boy. I wish I had the SH Monster Arts figure, but maybe one day I'll own it. And then I also have the Playmates Godzilla vs. Kong Mechagodzilla. Really tiny again. No detail. This stupid red spine. But, I don't know. I was unsure on this design in the movie. You know, it's kind of silly looking. This would have been way cooler to see. Even if, you know, a lot of people wouldn't understand the classic aesthetic of it. But it's an amazing design. And then, if you want to get more technical on the movie that he's from, you could bring in some other figures. So I got the Diamond Select Iron Giant. Turn his lights on. Yeah, he lights up. I didn't know that when I bought this figure, and he is so cool. I highly recommend this figure. I got him from my local comic shop. He is awesome. He scales pretty good. You can tell he's he's way taller. Too big. I mean, he should really be about up to here on him, according to the movie. But I mean, you could pose him a little bit. There you go. There. But he's still too tall. But this is a really cool figure. But I was at Target, and I did find these Gundam figures. They're about $12, and this figure scales perfectly to the Mechagodzilla, like in the final battle of the movie. So yeah, freaking epic. But anyway, I am very happy with how this figure is. Everything about him is amazing. You know, I can't really complain because it isn't an official release figure. I'm sure if I soaked him in some hot water, I could loosen up the joints. But honestly, I really don't care because, you know, it's not like I'm playing with him. It's just going to be on my shelf looking amazing. I'm making a Ready Player One shelf right now. But, yeah, in all, I love this figure. Excited when I got him in the mail the other day, and I've finally been able to do this review. I hope you all like him. Definitely recommend him if you want to take the chance of getting one. He's a little pricey, but you know, it's better than some of the SH Monster Art figure prices where a Mechagodzilla is $400, you know. But like the Kiro one I'm talking about. But I definitely recommend this figure for being a non-official release. Whether you love the design like I do, or you like Ready Player One, or you just love Mechagodzilla in particular. But I can't praise this figure enough. I haven't been able to stop looking at it. It's been coming with me to work the last couple days. I don't know if any of you other collectors out there do that, but I do that. I bring my figures to work to look at them. Yeah, they stay in my car and wait for me until I get out. But anyway, I hope you all liked the video, enjoyed the review. Tell me what you all think in the comment section. Like and subscribe. And as always, toys keep you young. And this is SGA Collectibles saying take it easy and have a good night.